All right, let's get started. Today, what are we cooking? Today on Cindy's Kitchen? Today is all about roll-ups. Or maybe you don't call them roll-ups. Maybe you call them, pinwheels. Maybe you call them pinwheels or roll-ups. I don't know what you call them, and that's why I put, you can figure it out. Good morning, Alice. Hey, Cheryl from Cyprus. All right, so whether you call it a roll-up or a pinwheel, that's what we're making today. Now, I'm using these Crescent dough sheets. I think this is great because every time, you're having to pinch together the little things. But you can do it you can pinch it together. I just think this is easier to use the dough sheets. Hey, Judy, welcome. Judy's from El Paso. Welcome to our cooking community. Everybody say hello, Judy. Cat loves pinwheels or cat loves pinwheels? We got to be clear today. All right, so we're going to start with the sweet one. Originally, I was only going to do 3, and I have one I consider an appetizer, one I consider a main dish, and one I consider a dessert. But then I decided we were doing dessert first. Dessert first. Okay, in my little bowl, I love this bowl. I like this. Anyway, we got an apple. We're going to have to peel our apple, okay? I know. The hardest, ickiest. Sometimes I have all this done, but I didn't want the apple to change colors, and I know I could have put a little bit of lemon juice on there, and it wouldn't have. But then I sometimes feel like if you don't see me do it, then it doesn't really count, right? But, apple hopping. The apple is hopping. Oops, I missed a spot. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down just a little bit because I want you to make sure you can see. Now I have my box grater. I'm just going to stick my box grater in here. And if you have a food processor and you want to do that, that's fine. This is just one apple. Dessert first. I know, you never know what's going to happen on Cindy's Kitchen. It's just one apple. And really, to get the food processor dirty for one apple, I don't know. I'm not doing that. So I'm just going to use the box grater. And like I said, it's just one apple. This is a Red Delicious. You can use any kind of sweet apple you have. Okay? All right. So see, I probably didn't even get all the stuff out of there, but there you go. All right. So get all your apple out of there. Come out. Come out, come out, wherever you are. Okay, there we go. Apple is out. Look at that. Yum. All by itself, right? Okay. Except that's not all there is. We're going to set this aside just a second, and we're going to go to opening our roll, okay? Here's our roll. Let's pop it. Do you remember the commercial, the Poppin' Fresh? And it would go, pop. Hey, Janet. The fog is rolling in. Oh, my. Good morning, Donna. I saw that somebody posted from Oklahoma that there's this terrible, smoky, hazy thing over Oklahoma. And it's from California. It's this weird thing where the smoke from the fires in California went over Oklahoma, which I thought was kind of odd. But anyway, there you go. Okay, there's our roll. We're going to need a baking sheet with some parchment paper. Okay? Now, I'm going to roll this out. Okay. I'm going to set her down and roll her out. Rolling, unrolling, 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 unroll. Okay, there we go. Dough is out. Okay, not exactly straight, but we're good enough. Okay, now, what goes in here? What are we going to put? All right, get your handy dandy little bowl. This is a lob, a little old bowl. Not our bob, not our bob, our lob, a little old bowl, okay? All right, so get your little old bowl. I am using whipped cream cheese. You can use regular cream cheese and then just, give it a whip. That's fine. You can do that. This is just easier for me to spread. And then I don't have to get the mixer out. But of course, you can do it any way you want. All right, so I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons, 2-3 tablespoons of the creamed cheese. And then get your cow. Everybody get ready. Are you ready to moo? Everybody moo. Let me hear your moo. Moo. Come on, let me hear you moo. Okay, take the lid off your moo. The cool thing, so Rebecca, who more Polish pottery, our good name, has these little moo cows on special. I think it's because I chitty chat about moo cows way too much. All right, we're gonna use 1 tablespoon of butter. Butter, Cindy, on this? Yes. Oh, there we go, we got some moos. Britt, top of the morning to ya. There are fires in Colorado too, so maybe it's coming from there. Oh, I didn't know that. Top of the morning to ya. Moo, everybody moo. Now, get out your powdered sugar, okay? And we're just gonna put, I'm not measuring, I'm using this, but 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar in here, okay? Yum. Yum! Okay. Now let's give this a stir. I know, I don't have I know some of you are going, where's the whisk? The Danish whisk. But this is a little bowl. This is our lob. And so, oh, thank you, Rebecca, for putting the link on there. If you want your own moo cow, you can get one from Rebecca. She sells the moo cows. All right. And all my other Polish pottery, because Rebecca's been my friend for, I don't know, 15 years, a long time. Okay, look at that. Yum. Okay, so this is what we're gonna spread on our crescent sheet. Or if you didn't have a crescent sheet, then your crescent roll that you rolled out and then you pinched the edges together. I love that canister. It's on my wish list. Yeah, you know, I'm a canister pig. I do love them, and I figured out everything in the world you could put in canisters. I have my granola in one. Everybody loves butter. I have my granola in one. I have my chocolate chips in one. I have flour. I have sugar. I have my brown sugars in one. Obviously, you just saw that my powdered sugar is in one. Yeah, I just can't help it. They're so pretty, and I get joy because they're sitting on the counter, and then I feel, okay, can you see? La 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 la. There we go. Yum. You ordered your baby moo today. Oh, I have the baby moo. Good morning from West Michigan, Diane. Okay, now, if you don't already have your cinnamon and sugar, why don't you already have your cinnamon and sugar mixed up? So those of you who have been on before know that this sugar bowl is just cinnamon sugar. But if you don't have cinnamon sugar all mixed up, the ratio that you want is 3 tablespoons of sugar to 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Personally, I'm using Saigon cinnamon because it's like my favorite, okay? All right, so now we're just going to spoon. Oh, yum. And you can be as heavy-handed or as light-handed on this as you want. I mean, because, you know, this is Cindy's kitchen, but when you're making it, it's your kitchen, right? Yum. Yum. Okay. Okay. Is there too much? No. No, no, no. More is more. More is not less. Okay, so I got all that on there. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Now, we got to take our apples. Here's the apples that we did. Here's what I'm going to do. It's 1 apple, and it's shredded, so I can get it all in my hand. I'm going to give it a squeeze. Whoops, I squeezed too much. See all the juice? Can you see the juice that's coming out of there? That's a lot of liquid, and I really don't want all that liquid seeping out, so I may need to do half and half. Let me do half and half because it's getting away from me. So squeeze. Okay, see how we're getting all that out? And then we're gonna drop this on here, on top. Okay, so get the rest. Squeeze all the liquid out of the apple, and then on here. You probably will not get all the liquid out of the apple, but quite frankly, it's enough. Look at all that juice. Can you see that juice in there? That's a lot. All right, I'm putting the bowl away. And then we're just gonna spread this out. I know some of you are freaking out because I'm using my fingers, and you know how I hate yucky fingers, but I'm okay. It's all good. All right, spreading it all out. Make it pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty, but you want to make sure you've got some apple on every little piece. And so we're going to roll this back up. Rollin', sing along. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Keep that dough a-rollin'. All right, I'm going to take the rest of my cinnamon sugar and I'm just going to put it in a plate. And then I'm going to roll it back and forth. Now, I didn't put, there was a little hole. I had to seal it. I didn't put any butter on the outside. I didn't spray anything on the outside. But the dough is wet enough that I can do this and you get the cinnamon sugar on the bottom. How yummy is that? All right, now, you could, you know what? We could just cut it in here. Maybe I don't need the cutting board. All right, when you cut these, here's the biggest deal that's always the biggest pain in the patukas, and that is when you cut them, it kind of goes, ugh, oh gosh, sugar everywhere. Yeah. Use a serrated knife. You could use your bread knife. You got your big bread knife, but use your serrated knife, and when you go down, it won't smush them as bad. Look inside there. Yum. And we're gonna bake these. About, let's see, half an inch. You can make them thinner if you want, but that's about, I think it's probably half an inch. And you know me, I'm like, really? Come on. Now I've preheated, cut, will you? I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees, or 375, which is exactly what the instructions on the package of the crescent dough says. I'm making a big old mess here. Big old mess. Okay. Ugh. I wanted to do these first because I don't know about you, but I figure there won't be time to taste everything because we'll put something in the oven and these take about, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so here's my parchment paper. And now I'm just gonna lay them like a little pinwheel. Oh, look at that. So again, pinwheel or roll up. What would you call these? If you have an option and you get to name them, do you call it a pinwheel or do you call it a roll up? That one's in the oven at 375. Let's move to round 2. Pinwheel, roll up, pinwheel. I mean, it's kind of a, I don't know, even Steven. All right, so let's move to the next one. Let us do dinner. Let's do dinner, okay? We're gonna do dinner. Dinner today is a chimichurri chicken. Yum. Okay, let's get out the roll. Let's get out another one. I have to tell you, these, here's another tip. When you're making these, don't take them out of the refrigerator and just, oh, Jennifer, first time from watching from Tennessee. Welcome, Jennifer, to our cooking community. Everybody say hi, Jennifer. Okay, so here we go. I got my other pan. Today is a big baking sheet day. All right, so we're gonna take it out, plop. We're gonna unroll. Maybe. Hello, where is the seam? There we go. There's the seam. There's the seam. Okay, somebody watch the clock and tell me when 10 minutes is up. It takes between, 10 and 15 minutes to bake all of these. And it just really, I'd give you a for sure time, but then your oven would be different or the atmosphere would be different or something would be weird. Okay, now I have purchased a pre-made chimichurri sauce. Now this is chimichurri finishing sauce. We're gonna start with it, we're not finishing with it. Roll-ups are done on tortillas. Gail, there you go. Now this chimichurri sauce, we've made homemade chimichurri sauce, okay? So, but I didn't do it today. So, now you don't want to, this has a lot of oil in it. Chimichurri sauce does, if you remember when we watched it. So we're going to put about 3 tablespoons across the center, and then see how I'm just using the back of my spoon back and forth, because this has got to, if you've never, has anybody not had chimichurri sauce? Oh, it's like, I don't know. I always think of South American food when I think of chimichurri sauce, because the first time I had it was at a restaurant we have here called Churrasco's. So good. So good. All right. So we got the chimichurri sauce on. Now, take some chicken. Now, you know how I am about chicken, right? You can use any, oh, Donna, you haven't. Okay, you got to try this. You can use any chicken you have as long as it's not diced. You really need shredded chicken, and shredded pretty well. So, you know I cheated because, you know, come on, I cheated with the chimichurri sauce. Oh, Janet, you haven't, Margaret hasn't? Wow, a whole lot of you. Well, I hope you, you give it a try, just because you've not had it either, Kathleen. Joanne? Yeah, give it a shot. It's got a sharp kind of, you know, because it has vinegar in it. I made it on this show. None of you made it after I made it on the show. Naughty, naughty people. Okay, how much chicken that you want. Anyway, I took this out of a can. I know, some of you are going, canned chicken? Yes, canned chicken. No, it is not spicy hot. It's got, if you don't like cilantro, you won't like chimichurri, because it's kind of like a Mexican, or not a Mexican, a South American pesto sauce, okay? All right, so this is just a Mexican blend of shredded cheese. I tend to use the finely shredded cheese just because, one, it melts faster, easier, and then, of course, it's easier to roll up. You don't need a whole lot of cheese, right? I like food, no problem. Vinegar and cilantro and garlic. I mean, the vinegar and the garlic and the cilantro is just like, whoa, but it's really good. Okay, you ready? Let's sing together. Oh, Donna, then don't try it, because you won't like it if you don't like cilantro. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Keep that food a-rollin'. Okay, up, and there we go. Now, I'm not going to roll this in anything, because it'll be just fine on the outside. But you know what I may do is I may go ahead and get my cutting board. Hold on. There. Because it's a little easier to cut on the cutting board. Okay? All right, let's get a different knife, because we don't want this to taste like cinnamon and sugar, do we? All right. Just make sure, you know, you've rolled it up tight and your little ends are. Sometimes when I've made these, I have found that as it's baking, the end will come off. You could put a little bit of water or a little bit of butter or a little bit of egg wash on the seam if you want to. I mean, you know, I'm going for what tastes good, not necessarily, oh, yum. Okay, let me put these down, and then I'll pull this one up so you can get a gander at what the inside of it looks like. Look at that. Yum. Okay. I should have rolled these up just a wee tad tighter, but, you know, is what it is now. That's the thing about Cindy's Kitchen, is if we're going to make mistakes, we're going to make mistakes. The mistakes are never edited out. Could I use salsa instead? Of course. Yes, Pam. Oh, and Pam, welcome. I don't think I've said hello to you before, Pam. Welcome. We're glad you're here. And of course, you certainly could use salsa on these. Okay, I really did not roll these up tight enough. They're kind of falling apart. Bad Cindy. These probably will not be pretty, but I'm okay with that. The taste will be okay. All right, here we go. This is the slow part. This is the slow part. Goodness, I did not roll tight. See, you know why? You guys didn't, I hate to run. Okay, watch from the gym. Oh, yeah, chimichurris on empanadas. Okay. See, the reason is because you guys weren't singing along the rolling, rolling, rolling song. When I sing rolling, 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 you didn't sing along. And so because you didn't sing along, there you go. All right. You see what we got? Yummy. They may not be that pretty, but they're going to taste great. All right, so this one's going in the oven now. Let me check on this one. Almost, oh, we got 4 minutes. Oh, that's not bad, 4 minutes. Okay, now, shall we do dinner? That was dinner because it had chicken. So now we're gonna do the appetizer. Now the appetizer is gonna take a little work on our part. And here's what we're gonna have to do. This one is gonna have spinach and artichoke. And the reason I'm doing spinach and artichoke, so maybe about a cup of spinach is what you're gonna need, okay? The reason I'm doing spinach and artichoke is last night, or yesterday afternoon, Nina, I'm pretty sure it was Nina, I'm gonna cut this up and I'll explain why in a second. Nina posted a picture and said that she had made my adult version, although that sounds bad. Doesn't it sound dirty? The adult version of mac and cheese. And it was using the mac and cheese that has white cheddar in it. I'm pretty sure. And then it had spinach and artichoke in it. And so that's kind of like, you know, mac and cheese for adults. Anyway, she said she had it and one of her friends asked for the recipe. And so, okay, I'm just gonna put this in here. And so I was like, oh, spinach artichoke. I need to do something else with spinach and artichoke. And so there we go. So that's why we're doing a spinach and artichoke. I think of this one as an appetizer. Okay, this is a jar, a small jar of artichoke hearts. And I'm just gonna cut these up too. The problem, if you get the artichoke and that's like tough, just peel it away and stick it to the side. We don't want anything tough. These are packed in oil, although they have some that are packed in water. I tend to get the ones packed in oil. You know, probably not as, I don't know. I was gonna say not as healthy, but obviously that is a big concern. My husband and BFF loved it. Oh, Nina, glad it was you. Okay, good. Lobster mac and cheese is, yeah, I know, I just can't afford lobster here in Texas, Janet. You guys are right there in Maine, and I'm sure lobster isn't as expensive as it is down here. Okay, so we just don't want any big old chunks. And so there we go. I'm gonna put this back in the bowl. Oh, it made such a mess, I tell you. Okay, I'm gonna move this away. Although I'm gonna need another cutting board. Okay, la la la. Now, here we go. We're gonna need, this one takes the longest and I'll explain why. Okay, so we're gonna use our whippy cream. Oh, hold on. I still have some left in the other one. Hey, Vicky, it's okay. Okay, Pam, could somebody respond to Pam and give her the website for More Polish Pottery so that she can get a moo cow and a canister. I don't know if she's got the canisters or not. Okay, so again, we're gonna use some whipped cream cheese. I'm gonna use a little bit more this time, only because I'm not adding butter and anything else. 1 minute to go. All right, hold on. What else? Oh, this is gonna be like the best thing ever. You know what's in here? What's in here? Everybody say, what's in this package? You know, let me check. Oh, nope, we need the whole 1 minute left. Okay, what's in here? Do you know? Do you know? I'm gonna unwrap it. This is what I made this morning. Because why? Because why? My garlic keeper is empty. How is it that my garlic keeper is empty? So I had to make roasted garlic this morning. Thank you, Marla. I appreciate it. That's right, Billy. Roasted garlic. So I haven't squeezed it out. I did 4. So look, that's what it looks like in there. Oh my gosh, the smell. The smell. Now I'm gonna take, gosh, I need 8 different things today. I'm gonna take just a couple of these, okay? Now remember, when you're doing roasted garlic, you just squeeze. Once it's been, see how it just pops out of there? Oh, so cute, so cute. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, there goes a couple more. Okay, I'm gonna do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, look, so cute. And then I'll squeeze the rest in my little container and cover it with olive oil. I leave it out on the counter. Make sure you cover it with olive oil. If it is not covered with olive oil, you will get moldy garlic, and that's bad. Okay, here's my roasted garlic, and I'm gonna smash it. Oh, look at that. It's so pretty smashed. See, just use the back of your knife and smash. Oh, I'm just gonna go across it just in case there's a piece. I don't want that. Okay, there we go. Scoop, scoop, scoop. It's all on the knife. How wonderful is that? Into the bowl it goes. And we're gonna need just a little bit of salt, okay? Just a little bit of salt. So maybe a quarter teaspoon. All right, and then we're gonna mix this up. This is going to knock your socks off. And if you don't do roasted garlic, we've done roasted garlic like 80 times on this show. You can go back and find an episode with roasted garlic, but really it was easy, right? And it was funny because everybody talked about it, and then when I did it, they were like, wait, that's it? That was all? Yep, that was all. Easy peasy. All right, let's get out our third one. Oh, looking on time. Unroll. And this time you guys are gonna have to sing because I think the reason I didn't roll tight is because you guys weren't singing. Okay, we're unrolling. Oh, yes, just set them over there. Okay, there, one of them is out. Okay, then we're gonna take our cream cheese and we're gonna spread this on the inside because you could do just artichoke and cream cheese, right? You could just do that, but then that's just boring. We're not boring on Cindy's Kitchen. We're fun, we're excited. Oh, I was gonna show you something else. We'll see if I have time. I probably don't because I'm just, you know, the chitty chatty girl. La la la. Philip's at work today, in case you were curious. Yeah, we pulled it out of the oven. Thank you, Linda. You're a good person to remind me of the oven because you know that I get to talking and then I forget about the oven. Yep, we just pulled the cinnamon and sugar ones out. Okay, once you get it all over there, then we're gonna take our spinach, lovely spinach, and we're gonna sprinkle our spinach in here. Ooh, that's a lot of spinach. Oh well. So that was like 1 cup not chopped. You know, I just got out, actually, you know, it's a big handful. Use your best judgment. Do you know at the store today, they sell spinach, this is baby spinach, but they sell spinach in bags and in these little boxes, these plastic boxes. And it's the same amount. Like, it's not like one has more or less. It's cheaper in the bag than it was in the box. Why is that? You think it's the cost of the box, the plastic? I don't know. Anyway, all right, there's that. And then we're gonna take, oh, that's, I don't want that one. Go away. All right, so then we're just gonna sprinkle our artichoke hearts that we have chopped up on here. Do you like, tell me if you like spinach artichoke dip. Tell me if that's one of your things. I mean, I know Nina's gonna say yes because she made the mac and cheese with the artichokes. Do you like this? Although I'm gonna tell you, has anybody ever had hearts of palm? Have you ever had a hearts of palm? It's one of my favorite things to put in a salad. Okay, there we go, all there. I swear, I need a sink here. Love it. Cindy Niles, you're back today. Good to see you. There are a bunch of you that are lurking that have not said good morning or hello so that we can say good morning and hello to you. All right, you ready? You use frozen chopped spinach. You could do that, Nina. You certainly could. You can use the frozen chopped spinach. I mean, you know, the whole, you gotta squeeze. It's kind of like the apple. It was a big mess. All right, here we go. I'm trying to roll it, roll it, roll it. La 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 la. Squish in ends. There we go. Okay, look at that. Are those beautiful or what? So the last one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just use a pie crust. Use thread for your cinnamon rolls. Pam, that is such an awesome idea. Thank you for sharing. I'm gonna have to try that. That's great. Well, now I can't get it out of there. This is just a refrigerated pie crust, and it's another idea for you, just in case, you know, you wanna do something different. And maybe you don't like crescent rolls. I only had 3, and so here you go. All right, so this obviously isn't square. We certainly could roll it out so that it is more square, but I'm not going to. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use our cream cheese again, but this time, hold on, let me get that out of there. This time, we're gonna put in cream cheese. So again, 2 or 3 tablespoons, you decide, and ranch dressing. Now I have this ranch powder because there for a while, every child, there we go. Every child was eating way too much ranch dressing and, you know, not cheap. So a teaspoon is all you need. A teaspoon of ranch dressing, okay? And so it was just cheaper to buy this and actually make ranch dressing. So just, you know, kind of FYI. All right, I'm gonna give that a mix, all right? Dental floss is what you use. Oh, okay. Of course, I think all my dental floss is minty fresh. And I don't know though I would want minty fresh rolls, right? Okay, there we go. I got that in there. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna spread on here. Remember, we won't be able to taste all of these because they won't all be done, but that's okay. I always post pictures of the finished recipes later after the show. As soon as everything's done, I take pictures of the finished recipes and post those so that you can see what they look like. The recipes are also posted, but of course you can always go to our YouTube channel and get all the recipes. Okay, what goes on this one? Bacon. Now you obviously can cook bacon, but I'm just gonna use some bacon bits. Bacon bits. Oh, ranch dressing and bacon. Yes. Now we obviously could have put some spinach on here on this one as well, but I'm doing a little different. Okay, there we go. There's the bacon. Remember the other day, yesterday, I used the red pepper, but I only used half, and I had to have some parsley. Well, this is what I had left over, and so I'm just gonna use this. So this is 1/2 of a red bell pepper, but you could use a green bell pepper or a yellow bell pepper, whatever you have. If you have green onions in your refrigerator, use those, that's fine. Really, I encourage you to use what you have. Always use what you have. Now you have a choice. I'm gonna use just a wee tad, if I can get the thing open, a wee tad bit of mozzarella, a little mozzarella, in we go. Maybe just a little more, la la la. And then just to give it a little bit more of a kick, because you can, there we go. A little parm, I tell you. That'll give it a little salty flavor. Yum! Tomatoes would be good in there. Thank you, Julie. Okay, so there's the link. Okay, now we're gonna roll. We're rolling, and we're rolling, and we're rolling. So just like the crescent dough, we're doing the same thing. Now, obviously, these are gonna taste a little different, right? Because this is pie crust. It's not crescent dough. So pinch your ends. Not that end, this end. Pinch your ends, do a little roll if you want to, and then we'll cut. And then I have my last baking sheet with parchment paper on it. Okay, I'm gonna set that right there. And then we'll cut, okay? Oh, this cuts much easier, yeah, than the dough does. It cuts much easier. All right. So, you know, bacon is always a good thing, I think. All right, so then we're gonna put those on here. La, la, la. And you know what, if it's not a perfect circle, if you have little oblongs, that's fine too. I know, I want you to use your imagination. Use what you have in your kitchen. I've given you some ideas. You're so funny. Well, Pam, you could come and cook with me anytime. anytime. I want you to be a little adventuresome, so I try to use things that maybe you've never tasted, like the chimichurri sauce. But at the same time, I don't want you to necessarily have to go out and spend a lot of money. Okay, I don't like these little edges, so I'm not using that. Okay, so we got a few less because I cut them a little bigger, but there we go. And those are going in the oven. All right. It's hot? No, it's okay. Ooh, let me, look at that. Let me get a little plate and get one of the bigger ones. All right, so here we go. Should I use my fingers? No, obviously not. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put, look at that. That's the cinnamon sugar one. That's out of the oven. That's hot. And this is hot, so I'm just gonna get one and bring it over. And this is our spinach artichoke one. Yum, yum. Okay, so I'm gonna eat the spinach artichoke one first, even though it's hotter because I did that last, but then I'm gonna have my dessert. Okay, ready? Here we go. See what it looks like? Yum, yum. It's very hot. It's very, very hot. This is so good. You're gonna love that. Good garlic. That roasted garlic, woo, gives you a punch. It's very good. Okay, now it's time for dessert. Hold on, I need another sip of coffee. They are, Laurie. And so easy. I mean, come on, you can do this. Okay, a lot of times I watch cooking shows and go, yeah, that's hard. I'm not doing that. Okay, here's the apple cinnamon sugar one. Okay, that tastes like cheesecake. Or a sopapilla. Or a cheesecake sopapilla. You need that one too. So good. So our appetizer and our dessert. Let me check how close we are. Oh, that's the one we just put in? No. Unfortunately, we need at least another 5 or 10 minutes for both the other ones. So these are the only two that we'll taste on live show. But like I said, I promise I will take pictures of all of them and post them as soon as the show is over. Thank you guys so much for watching. We did 4 different roll-ups or pinwheels. We started with dessert and did apples and cinnamon and sugar. Oh, it would be great for a wedding brunch. Yum. Then we did spinach artichoke garlic. So good. We did the bacon ranch. Bacon ranch is yummy. And what was the other one we did? Oh, the chimichurri chicken. Yum. I can't wait to eat that one. So thank you all for being on here, Derek. Remember, if you're watching the replay, make sure you put #replay and where you're from so that we can say hello to you. From my kitchen to your kitchen, remember that we are live Monday through Saturday at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. Next Monday, we celebrate our 150th show. Woo! Okay, you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow at 11. Bye, everybody.